Ever been in a situation where you spot an incredible woman, but the second you think about approaching, you freeze? You're not alone, and today, we're going to change that. In this video, I'm sharing 5 ways to start a conversation with any girl that make breaking the ice feel simple and natural. These tips take the guesswork out of approaching so you can relax, connect easily, and stand out as the confident guy who knows exactly what he's doing. Let's dive in. Alright, let's kick things off with a direct opener. If you remember from our last video, the bold approach she'll respect why direct openers work, we went over how a direct opener is like a power move. Just a quick recap. Direct openers work because they skip all the fluff. They make your interest clear in a way that feels straightforward and honestly, bold. When you use a direct approach, you're letting her know you're interested without playing games. It's simple and it works. Walk up and say something like, "Hi, I saw you from across the room and just had to come say hello." That's it. No extra lines, no overthinking. You're saying, "I'm here, I'm interested," and that's a move most women will respect. The benefit here? You're showing confidence. When most guys are either too shy to approach or trying to be overly clever, you're the one who's saying, "Hey, I'm not afraid to take a little risk." Holding eye contact, letting your words land, this is what sets you apart. And here's a pro tip. Don't rush it. Keep your tone calm, hold her gaze, and stay in the moment. You're showing her that you're comfortable being direct, and that's a rare thing. She'll respect it because it's genuine, it's mature, and most importantly, it's real. Moving on to situational openers, this one's all about using what's happening around you to start the conversation. Say you're both at a coffee shop and the guy in front of you orders something intense, like a triple shot espresso with extra foam. You could lean over and say to her, "I feel like he's either about to run a marathon or stay awake for a week. What do you think?" What makes this work? It's in the moment and feels completely natural. You're taking something both of you are experiencing and using it to create a shared moment. It's way more engaging because it feels spontaneous, not rehearsed. And here's the beauty of it. She doesn't feel like she's being hit on. Instead, it feels like a friendly comment that's easy to respond to. Most guys miss this approach because they're too busy thinking up the perfect line, but situational openers are right in front of you. They're natural, relaxed, and feel like part of the flow of your environment. Plus, they show that you're observant and can have a little fun with the situation. And trust me, women notice these things. Alright, now let's talk about casual questions. This one is perfect if you're not in the mood to be bold, or if you're still warming up to the idea of approaching someone. Casual questions are all about keeping things light and easygoing. For example, you could ask, "Hey, I'm looking for a good place to grab dinner around here. Got any recommendations?" Or maybe, "Have you been here before? What do you think of this place?" Now, why does this work so well? First off, it gives her a chance to share her thoughts, making the interaction feel more balanced from the start. You're not coming on too strong, and she doesn't feel put on the spot. This approach is especially great if you're in a new place and genuinely curious about the area. She'll feel like she's having a friendly conversation, not fending off a pickup line. Another reason this opener works? It keeps the vibe low pressure and relaxed. It makes you seem like a guy who's genuinely interested in getting to know her perspective. And when she responds, you're already in a conversation that feels natural. This is an approach that shows you're approachable and thoughtful, qualities that go a long way. Now, sometimes the best approach is also the simplest. This one is all about introducing yourself directly. Just walk up, offer a warm smile, and say, "Hi, I'm John. I don't think we've met yet." Now, this may sound almost too simple, but don't underestimate the power of a straightforward introduction. It's effective because it takes the pressure off both of you. She doesn't have to guess why you're there, and you don't have to worry about saying the perfect thing. You're just being yourself. And here's why this approach often works better than you'd expect. It shows confidence in a calm, easy way. You're not hiding behind a clever line. You're just putting yourself out there. It's clean, it's easy, and it shows you don't need flashy gimmicks to start a conversation. It's also super versatile. You can use it pretty much anywhere, whether it's at a bar, a party, or even in a casual setting like a bookstore or cafe. Most guys avoid the straightforward intro, thinking it's too basic. But here's the truth. Confidence and simplicity speaks volumes. Women pick up on it, and they appreciate a guy who doesn't feel like he has to perform. You're showing that you're just a guy who's comfortable with himself, and that's refreshing. Alright, let's bring in some humor. A humorous opener is one of the best ways to break the ice and get her smiling from the start. You don't have to be a stand-up comic for this to work. Just keep it light and situational. For example, let's say you're at a loud party. You could lean in and say, "Do you think if I request Beethoven, they'll lower the volume a little?" Or maybe at a work event, "Think they'd notice if I sneak out with a few extra snacks?" Humor is powerful because it disarms any tension right away. Most people respond positively to someone who can make them laugh, especially in social settings, and here's the trick with using humor. Keep it low stakes and relatable. You don't need an elaborate joke, just something funny about the situation you're both in. Here's what most guys don't realize. Making her laugh early on in the conversation can be a game changer. When you get her smiling, she feels comfortable, relaxed, and instantly more open to talking. It shows you don't take yourself too seriously, and that's a huge plus. Women appreciate a guy who's comfortable enough to throw in a little humor without worrying about getting everything right. Alright, now that you've got 5 solid openers, let's talk about how to use them smoothly. First things first, pacing. Keep your energy calm and your approach natural. You're not in a race here. Just go with the flow of the situation. And one quick tip, make eye contact. I know this might sound simple, but a lot of guys either overdo it or avoid it altogether. The key is to hold her gaze confidently, just enough to show you're genuinely interested without making it a stare down. This is the moment where most guys mess up. Either they look away too soon or they come across as nervous or overly intense. But those extra seconds of relaxed eye contact, they can make a world of difference. It signals that you're present, that you're listening, and that you're interested. And believe me, she'll notice. Alright, if you're still with me, here's your bonus tip, the callback. Once you're in a conversation, referencing something she said earlier is a great way to make her feel more connected to you. For instance, if she mentioned that she loves sushi later on, you can say, "So, I'm guessing you wouldn't turn down a sushi recommendation?" Callbacks are powerful because they show you're actually paying attention to what she's saying, not just waiting for your turn to talk. This makes the conversation feel more personal and keeps things moving. And, trust me, this is one of the easiest ways to stand out. When you use a callback, it shows you're not just in the conversation, you're engaging with what she's sharing. And that's it. 5 easy ways to start a conversation with any woman. But once you've got her attention, what happens next? In our next video, we'll cover exactly how to make a lasting first impression and keep the conversation going smoothly so you're never stuck with awkward silences. If that sounds like something you need, hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss it. If you've made it this far, drop "ready" in the comments below. We'd like to see who's serious about taking their game up a notch. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.